Hello and welcome to Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an intuitive card reader and I'm an empath as well. Right now, before I do anything, I'm putting up my smudge. I've smudged myself. This is to cleanse out the energies. It literally cleanses out the bacteria in your home as well, up to 95% of any airborne bacteria. Good thing to burn and put through the house if someone's got flu or cold or anything like that. I have smudged the cards as well. Trying to always, and I cleanse them already with the stones. Cleansing stones are all taken care of as well. Matter of fact, cleanse them for the next reading again. It's just part of the rituals. Little things that I like to do before I do a reading. Just one of them. And laptop, and this is for you, for all you guys out there, sharing this energy. This is sweetgrass and sage, by the way. The sweetgrass comes from off of the property that I live on. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to set that over there, and I can burn alongside my incense as well. Okay. So, Capricorn. Happy Sunday to you. I hope somebody's having a happy Sunday. I didn't have a great start to the day. Woke up with no power. Planned power outage, and not everybody got the memo on it. Anyway, had to start a campfire in the backyard and put a grill over it in order to boil water to make coffee. A barbecue was out of propane. Note to self, get some propane. Okay, so first off and foremost, thank you very much for coming by to visit the channel. This is a general reading for Capricorn for the month of September 2016. I'm doing a 5-card spread using my Oceanic Tarot deck and one significator from my deck of tarot at the end of the reading. Each placement of the 5 cards of the Oceanic has a message. Your first one is your overall energy. Placement number 2 is your wealth and your finances. Number 3 is your anything close to your heart, love, romance, family, children. The 4th is your challenges for the month of September. And the 5th card is your message from Spirit. Then we go straight to the significator. Just to say to you that this is a general reading, so it may resonate with you in a personal way. You may pick some things up out of it and say, wow, that's me. You may not get anything at all. So that's just the way it goes. But if you find you like the reading and you want to have a private reading meant just for you, just like this video, only using another spread, a bigger one, and it's meant specifically for you, I do provide the service of private readings. It's all down below in the description box. You basically send me off an email saying you want a reading, but please reread what's in the description box. And the other thing is, if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're brand new to YouTube, just to let you know, subscriptions here are free, and you can leave anytime you like. Subscription only means that every time Fundy Fortunes posts a new video, you'll be alerted via your email notifications. All right, let's get on with the reading. Okay. So, first card, overall energy is, the card is restriction. It's the 8 of Swords. Okay. Whenever this card appears, Capricorn, change in your work, your personal relationships, any projects you have on the go right now, often slows down somewhat. Blame that on Mercury going retrograde. Go to my Facebook page on Facebook, Fundy Fortunes. The explanation for what Mercury going retrograde is right there. If you just scroll down a bit beneath the 1 or 2 videos I've already posted, you'll see it right there. Not hard to see at all. It explains all this. Relationships become on lockdown because one's not free to commit. You're bound by too much responsibility. I'm nudged to say for some of you Capricorns, what is going on here is you're tied to your job. You're tied to another person. Maybe you're the caregiver or the carer. It depends. Some of you from the UK or from Canada. Here they're called caregivers. And because of that, it really stunts your time. For others, it's your job. You're finding yourself, you're wanting to give more and you're wanting to be there for your family, your mate, your friends. You just can't swing it right now. And it seems like everything is in slow motion. You wish that you could speed through the work and speed up the time, but it's not today, right now. You have to get on board with your family and huddle them in, have a family meeting or whatever, put the word out that you're just not up to any other commitments right now. The job comes first. Without the job, we have nothing. So the advice of this card is to get practical, to control over your own life and your future, and never mind what others think. Free yourself up by being less tolerant of others right now. Keywords: separation, fear, burdens, lack of vision, being stuck, responsibility, and change. And there is always change. Nothing in this world ever remains stagnant. Things are always changing all the time. So this is your overall energy for the reading, Capricorn. Card number 2 that I picked up in your sector for your wealth, your finances, anything to do with money in any way, shape, or form. I pull the Ace of Wands, and it's about growth. And Wands are all about practical things, like your money, like your job, like your home, like literally the house you're living in. Aces are all about new beginnings, endings, and moving into new beginnings. So this is your card over your overall energy for the your financial sector, and it represents growth as well. This card brings forth to your attention beginnings and intuition, adventures, ideas, creative projects at this time, success, and for some of you, fertility. Now's the time to step into your power. Have inventive talk, new ideas springing forth for you. From what I can see here, that's the general energy of the day, of the moment, of the month. What you say now will be well received by others. You are crowned with success, new projects. Communication is good. Share your visions, and this is the yes card to any financial plans that you're throwing out to the universe right now. So you want to remember that. With Mercury going retrograde, communication is the number one thing that it messes with. Mercury going retrograde isn't all about all bad things either. Sometimes it can be a clearing of the mind. Sometimes all of a sudden, things are going along really, really well, and then suddenly you're having imposed upon you. You have to put the brakes on temporarily, and that's partly due to Mercury going retrograde. You can put the brakes on a lot of things. It's not a good time for endings right now, and it's not a good time for beginnings as well. As far as communications go of any kind at all, you need to put in that extra oomph behind your communications with people and be extra clear. If people say, I know, you told me already, you say, and I'm telling you again, because I don't want this getting messed up. I want you to reiterate back to me what it is that I told you to do, what I've suggested that you do, how I want to do, whatever it is. Be very, very forceful on that. So the communication lines, you got to work at keeping that open, clear of any bricks, any blocks of any kind. Okay. So if you any visions and any plans you have right now, this is the yes card. This is the yes card, and financial plans. And financial planning could be something as maybe creating something at home, something you've made your own, and going out and marketing it. You could do that as well. You're not going to have a whole lot of no's or I'm not interested. Now's the time for that. Okay, you can get into that. If you have any stumbles, pull it off because Mercury's saying now's not the time. Then put it away until it is the time. The third card for your heart and romance is generosity, and it's the Six of Pentacles. This is your heart, your love, your romance. It's your relationships. Okay. And the keywords for this card are finances, gifts, balance, help, compassion, humility, and protection. The advice of this card is to receive gifts with thanks and grace. Even if giving to others, enjoy it. Enjoying or giving is its own reward, and I'm a big proponent of don't see a need and go, well, I think I'll go over and give them a hand because this could come back to me down the road, and it's like, building up brownie points, putting them in the bank of life, and when I need something good, it'll come back to me, and I'm a big proponent of don't do that. That's a big turn off to me. You go over and you give of your heart, you help of your heart. If something comes back, and it always does if you do it for the right reasons, because you know what? Sure, other people are watching. Guess who else is watching you in the spirit world? They know your true intentions behind everything that you do. That should keep you with a real integrity. That I seen something the other day and said, real integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is watching. That's pure integrity. And it's very, very best. The advice of this card, I just remembered too, it's great to give, but it's also good to receive. Be very humble. Let's a little bit of humility come in. Humility never killed anybody. You know, putting your head down, saying, "Oh, gee, shucks, thanks," you know, for what you've given me, what you're doing for me. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It doesn't, knock you off your station in life or your class, wherever you're at. It just shows you're a little more well-rounded and more grounded. You may receive a gift, and it might be money, or it could be a token of love or friendship, and maybe even support. Somebody coming out of their way saying, "Hey, I heard that you were doing this or going through this or whatever, and I've come to give you my support. I have this and I have that tool, metaphorically, tools, skills, things that you're good at, and could be a valuable assistance, right? Um, to If somebody brings this to you, accept that gift of time and devotion, of their own time. If somebody brings you money I've gotten this 3 times. I wish this was me. I do. Somebody could come along and give you some feel-good money. Getting some money right now would make me feel really good. I could care less in what form it comes. I'd be extremely grateful. But I'm telling you, um, you know, I know people that will say, "You know what, we'll help out other people, but we never give them money. We'll give them food or we'll give them clothes, winter coat, and we don't give our cash away." Why? Do you covet your cash? People I'm sorry if you're like that out there. That turns me off. That's a big turn off for me. Because all of a sudden any sweetness in the giving is torn away. Doesn't mean anything. I'll root through my cupboards. And I'll reach to the back of the cupboards in the store pantry and I'll pull out, you know, food that's out of date and expired. I need to clean my cupboards anyway, and maybe they could use it and maybe not. Um, you know, um, if you, for those of you that believe in a higher power, you can call him God, Buddha, Allah, whatever you want to call him. If he was to show up at your door in a physical form, I know this is a Bible story, I know that, so I'm just trying to keep it middle of the ground so everybody can relate to it. But if your creator, your higher power, showed up in a physical form at the door, and they were hungry and tired and penniless, would you reach to the back of your cupboard to give him or her or them, stuff that's been expired for 6 or 7 years? Is that what you would give to your creator? We need to treat each other at the same level. I believe in omni, and omni is one. And I believe that we are all one. And oh my goodness, the world would change so dramatically if we treated each other for what we really are. We are creator. We are part of that cycle. We are part of that creation. All of us, from an earthworm to an ant, right up to man. We are all one. And if we treated each other that way, well, I don't think I need to say any more on that. Anyways, this money is feel-good money. This is money, if you get a gift of money to go out. And this is money to spend, just like if I got money today, it would be just for me. But I know what I'm like. I'd say, well, I need a few groceries in, and I'm wanting, some coffee or anything like. And they say, okay, that's fine, but the money isn't meant for bills or anything like that. It's meant for you, to enhance yourself of who you already are, to lift you up and make you feel better. I still say mine would go in a grocery store. But anyway, and if you're in the position to give some feel-good money to somebody that you feel needs it, to see that there's a need and you want to fill that, you see that maybe their clothes are starting to look faded or a little ratty, or the lady needs a new haircut or a new hairdo, the lady may need some new makeup or anything that is a need for her on a personal level that's going to make her feel good or make him feel good. Men, that like to keep their hair nice and neat and clean, need a new haircut. If you see that need, then fill the need if you're able to. Why the heck not? If you die tomorrow, are you going to care about that $20 that you spent for Mr. So-and-so's haircut at the barber shop? You know, you're not going to regret that. Just fill the need so that you can be comfortable around the people that you want to be comfortable around you. It's just that simple. Um, Gratitude at this time, if it comes and you feel gratitude, the gratitude will be genuine for you. And anything you do for anybody else, the gratitude is going to be very, very genuine. It's really going to be an emotional movement that's going on there. You may be wanting to donate some of your time right now, Capricorn, and be supportive of a friend or organization that is struggling. If you're able to fill a need, if you see a need, go ahead and fill it. Go ahead and do that. All right? It's just the right thing to do, and don't look for ulterior motives or payback down the road. Don't do that. The fourth card in this reading, Capricorn, and this is your challenges for September. It's all about contemplation, and it is the Hermit. When this card shows up at this moment in time, Capricorn, it's a time for quiet reflection. It's a time to study and absorb things that have happened lately. Welcome this retreat rather than feel lonely. Know that your inner light guides you. You won't be alone forever, and put some distance away from overwhelming relationships at this time, because we all have people in our lives. You see them coming, you go, God help me, I love that person, but sometimes I don't like them and they overwhelm me, and when they leave, I'm drained. This happens. But try to put some space between you and people like that if it can be helped at all. And don't resist being alone. There's people that can't stand it. The minute they're alone in a room, there's a pang of loneliness, and they don't handle it well. I'm sure for some people that goes back into their past. There's something that caused that. Then you have other people that, like me, I love to be alone. I look forward to any quiet time and downtime by myself. I thrive. That's what gets my motor running, and it keeps me running at a nice, even balance as well. A meme that I read not long ago was that my friends and family do not realize that my alone time is for their benefit. And that's me, written all over that. The more alone time that I have, the more I appreciate the people in my life, and I love everybody. I really do. It's not. I find it harder to hate somebody, and love comes easily. It doesn't matter for me if it's a two-way street. Maybe somebody's fond of me, but they don't love me. But maybe I love them. That's how I feel in my heart. It doesn't matter what they're giving back to me in the bigger pictures. As long as they're kind and they're nice and they're part of my life, yes. But the intensity of love can be at different stages and levels. We're not always on the same plane there. That doesn't mean you pull back and go, oh, I'm not going to love you like that anymore because you don't love me like that anymore. That's not what it's about. Go ahead and love anyway. You know, when we comes to anger, one thing about anger can be short-lived. You can be seething, mad. And, oh, I'm not going to go there, but I was this morning. I was livid. Not just about the power being there. Angered to the point of tears stinging my eyes. I was so mad and starting to hyperventilate. It was short-lived. I'm okay right now. You know, that's the thing about anger and hate and disruption. Anything negative always seems to be more short-lived. But love and happiness seems to grow. And it just becomes more of what it already is. Now, how beautiful is that? Try to love everywhere you go. Try to be kind. Be happy. Forget about the past. Forget about yesterday. Forget about words. Let it go. Life is too short. You know, I want to be on good terms with everybody I know when my number's called. I don't want to leave anything behind. I'm feeling, whoa. One moment. Feeling the heat off the card. It's emotional. It stings my eyes. Love is always better than hate. Put it that way. Or anger. The advice of this card is don't resist any alone time at all. It's time for healing and contemplation. You need this. Know yourself at a deeper level. If you go into yourself as a deeper level, you go deep enough, you come back to childlike qualities. Childlike qualities in a person are all about innocence and happiness and love. Keywords are thought, retreat, travel, inner journey, solitude. Oh, one moment. Wow. There's the empath in me. There's no warning this is going to come on and this is going to happen. It's just suddenly I literally feel heat off the card. And then it affects me inside. Somebody out there is feeling the same way. That's why it happened to me. Because I'm picking up on that. Oof, okay. The Hangman is your message from Spirit. And it's all about being in limbo. This is your last card in the Oceanic Tarot. There we go. You can see here the arms outstretched. The Hangman doesn't seem to be, if you look real close, he's not. Yeah, he's hanging there by his fins. If you look real close, though, look at him. His arms are outstretched. The palms are open. If he was under stress, the palms would be closed in fists. The arms would be more bent. He'd be flailing about. He's not. He's found a very comfortable position. He's being held in limbo, but it's like, wow, I'm just going to hang here and let everything be open and relaxed. I'm having this imposed upon me. So I think I'll just kind of hang out here and do some contemplation. I got a hair in my face. There we go. You can see the rays of light, and they are a sign of inspiration and protection. At this moment, there's no forward movement. A decision has to be made here, or feel that some things are on hold. Well, if you're in limbo and it's being forced upon you, you're definitely on hold. There may be a lack of control, feelings like that, of frustration. You may compromise rather than hanging around and waiting. There's going to be the option there for some of you. One moment. You're going to have an option there. You can hang around in limbo, or some of you may not have an option in any situations right now, and you say, I have to go through with this. This has to be taken care of. The Hangman is asking you, because he's turned up in your meeting, in your reading, and this is a sign from Spirit, that you're to stay calm. Please stay calm and think about everything you do before you rush into it. And there's the keywords are waiting, time, frustration, sacrifice, insight, purpose, and viewpoints. Finding other ways. You may gain some valuable insights. Not a bad reading today, a little emotional there. Geez, as soon as I'm done a reading, sometimes it hangs with me for a long time, longer than it should. And other times, as soon as I read that last card and I'm done, the whole reading kind of goes blank, whatever happened before that. That's what's kind of going on here, so I'm not going to recap. I'm not going to pick the cards up and read them again or try to get anything more out of them. Messages have been rung from these cards. What I did pull for you, though, is the Two of Swords in Deck of Tarot. And I skipped ahead and I grabbed my book and I found the meaning, literal meaning for the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords indicates that a painful and difficult decision must be reconciled. However, in this context, it is very important to look carefully at the cards which follow it, as there is a possibility that a relationship will never be exactly the same as it was before the conflict or the quarrel. So what I did was I pulled the next card. I don't do this all the time. And it was a Ten of Cups. And I don't even have to look this one up. Ten of Cups, the readers refer to this as the happily ever after card. Just about anything you want, you'll get. Anything your heart desires. But let me look it up. Let's see here. Bear with me for one more moment. We're almost through. Ten of Cups. This is a card of joy, love, and friendship. Feeling the heat off the card, guys. It represents the kind of family we all work to create. A family we can trust and rely on. The questioner can be told that this family, or even family of friends, can be or is theirs. They're part of. If you're not part of, you can be part of that. This is a beautiful card where everything seems to be coming up roses after some difficulty and after some bumps in the road. For some of you, major changes are coming up right now. I'll touch on that. I'll say that. The Master, the Hermit of Contemplation in Time Alone, represents the changes that are coming and decisions that need to be made that are best for you at this time. He's real significant here. This is your challenges card for the month of September, Capricorn. Challenges are going to be coming to a decision that you need to make that could change a lot for a lot of people. So you need to be very, very careful about the choices. Don't make choices that are irreparable, things that you can't go back and fix. All right? We're all allowed to make mistakes, and we all do make mistakes, but you need to be careful with this one altogether. Capricorn. Don't you hate when that happens? You get too emotionally involved. You get sucked right into the suck zone of heartache and pain. Whatever else follows with that and falls into place with that. Not a bad reading. That was for September, Capricorn. Now, why don't you come back and keep an eye on your email. I'll be doing mid-month readings for all 12 signs. That's 12 more videos to do for mid-September. If you haven't subscribed, click that little subscribe button so that you don't miss it. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say have a really good Sunday. Enjoy the rest of August. There's still some nice weather ahead for most of us, and we'll be sliding into September, and that's a beautiful month as well. A lot of new beginnings and things begin in September. So I hope to see you back here, and until that time, wishing you all the best from my bay all heart to yours. Have a great, great day and a great month. Goodbye.